Last week we discussed Dr. Dre potentially dropping his last and final album very soon. We weren't quite sure if he was really going to do it or he was going to yank our chain for another 10, 15 years like he did with Detox. But to the surprise of everyone, a good surprise, he released the album, Compton. It just came out. I downloaded it. It's awesome. I highly recommend it. And Dr. Dre also announced that all of his royalties as an artist for this album that go to him are going to be donated to the city of Compton, and they're going to build a brand new music center for the children, which I think is a great idea. Dr. Dre clearly does not need any more money. He's a billionaire. But what better way than to draw attention to your new album than to have it be tied in with charity? So, like I said, I love the album. I think it's great. It's something different, something new, a good final possible way to go out for Dr. Dre. And it's Dr. Dre, so the fact that he's releasing this last album is going to have a lot of attention, but with the additional charity involved in it is definitely making it even bigger news, not taking away from the kids and the music center, but bringing it all in. He's worked together with the mayor of Compton to make this happen, and it's very exciting. It has been announced that allhiphop.com is going to be working with MC War in order to put on a battle between Keith Murray and Fredro Starr. Keith Murray, of course, old representative of Def Squad back in the day, and Fredro Starr, the frontman of Onyx. So these two guys were supposed to be battling last fall. I guess the money wasn't right. It got postponed to November. Then it got canceled. It's been revived. The money is right, so both guys are going to be getting paid what they feel they deserve. And it's going to be moved from Atlanta, Georgia, to New York City, which I think makes sense. No offense to Atlanta, Georgia, it's a great city, but New York City, the birthplace of hip-hop, both Starr and Murray are from New York, so it makes sense it would take place in their hometown. I feel like Fredro Starr and Keith Murray, if you bring up those names to like kids today, unless they're like really schooled in like old school hip-hop, don't know who they are, which is kind of sad, but it's true. And a lot of people who do know them are kind of wondering like why they're doing this. A lot of people are saying, are they just doing this for the money, for the attention? I personally think that Keith Murray is lyrically better than Starr. Not to say that Starr can't rap, because that's not true at all. He's got a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm, a ton of charisma, which I think could help him in a live battle format. I think if we're talking about bars and just lyrical prowess, I give the edge to Keith Murray. But it could go either way. Who do you guys have? Is it something you're even interested in? These are two guys that, no offense to them, because they're great, they weren't superstars of the era. They put out hits, they got like classic albums, but they weren't, you know, Wu-Tang or Jay-Z or Nas or Pac or Biggie. They like ran with those guys, but they weren't quite that level. For them to come and battle rap, it's not quite A+ list right now. It's like slightly below that. So let us know what you think. Is this something you'd be interested in, and who do you got to win? Song of the week is The Purple Tape. It's Method Man featuring Raekwon and Inspector Deck.
Hey, lace your boots up, tracks get looped up, but chocolate deluxe get scooped up. All my pigeons is cooped up. Who's up? W's up. If y'all ain't with this, chuck a deuce up.
The song itself, I felt, had a little bit of modern touch to it, but it was definitely old school Wu-Tang. And it was three guys switching back each other, or switching back and forth their verses. Just 16 bars, hook, 16 bars, hook, 16 bars. It was absolutely great. It's something that I feel is missing from radio. You won't hear this type of song on the radio, but for old hip-hop heads, definitely check it out. It is something that will definitely have you bobbing your head and be like, why can't music be like this anymore? Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Hip Hop and Movie News. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube page, leave comments and feedback below, and keep on sending in those 15-second submissions freestyles. This week's comes from Idlewild, like the Outkast movie. I'll see you next week.
Out here in the streets, niggas will really split you. Apple top like an arrow shot, no missing. If you looking flashy and fly, you good chicken. Now empty out your pockets, my nigga, that's good business.